This is where we're starting today. Making soup for the soul. Found some mushrooms for discounted price, and I got some extras so that I can make sauteed mushrooms later. Put our cutting boards out. Put our pan on the stove. Sorry about that. Pull up my chat so I can see what's going on here. All right. There we go. There we go. Now I can see what's going on here. Every now and then I can check on y'all. Okay. So, our normal ingredients, of course, we have mushrooms, celery, carrots. We got some tomato, green beans. I got 2 things of green beans. And we've got some frozen sweet corn and peas, some cabbage, a turnip, did I say tomatoes, and zucchini. And then I'm going to be putting a little bit of red wine vinaigrette in, and also some olive oil, salt, pepper, bay leaves, white pepper, and garlic, and my jalapeno, and oh my gosh, I sent my husband to go and get peppers, and he got me a really lame habanero, but we'll use it. All right, so that's what's going in. Welcome in. Oh, and parsley. All right. We'll get these in here. Get these going to clean. Welcome in, Mackenzie. No need to spam the chat, but hello. Hi, Mike. How are you? Yes, we're making veggie soup. You can never have too much veggie soup hanging out. Thanks for popping in and joining in for however long you're here. I just appreciate it. Thank you very much. Cleaning up my mushrooms right now. We'll let those drain. Oh, I forgot to get my little green onions. Damn it, Janet. Maybe we need to go back to the store and get our green onions. Maybe we'll do that. I do have a little bit of onion here, so maybe I'll use just a tidbit of that. I like the little green onions, though. Darn it. I know I forgot something. That's what you get when you don't make a All is good here. Kittens are at play. Say hi to Walleye Guy. Yes, I will. He's out fishing right now. He took one of his good friends fishing, and his kids. So they're all out having a really good time right now. Guys, we may have to go to the store. We may have to go to the store and get those little green onions that I forgot. Dang it. I hate that when I forget stuff like that. It wouldn't take long. It won't take long. Shall we go? I'll plug you guys back in a minute. But I think we need to go and get that little green onion. I mean, it only takes one little ingredient to screw it all up. Your truck is in the shop, so you're stuck at home. Oh my gosh. That is terrible. Sorry. He's having a hard time fixing his driver's side window in his truck is messed up and he can't get it up and down, and he's tried everything. So he's working on that. So, but he's out fishing. He's out of fishing. All right, let's go and get these little green onions. I think we're gonna go to a different store just so I don't have to. Hopefully, it's not super busy there. Let's go. I'm gonna run over to Sprouts real quick. Go and get these little green onions. The main thing I really wanted was the green onions. I saw other stuff and I got it. More carrots and green beans, and then I saw the discounted mushrooms and I totally spaced off the green onion. Let's go do that. We'll take a little field trip. And then we'll come back and finish our vegetable soup for the soul. Yes, it is a nice day today. It's very beautiful today. It's very beautiful. It's 83 degrees right now. It was 71 degrees at 7 o'clock, so it might be super hot, but I wanted to start my soup earlier, but you know, that's how life goes. Not as you plan it all the time. So. What is your weather like, Mike? What's everybody's weather like? Ah, nice short light. It's a very short trip over here, so okay. 72 and sunny. Nice. That's perfect. That is perfect. Anything over 80 and it's like, and I might be a wimp compared to some of these people that live in Arizona, but we're used to pretty mild weather, so when it heats up, I think it's super hot, so it's all an individual perspective on that heat. Let's go get these freaking green onions. Hopefully the lines won't be long, because that'll be the only thing that holds us back. Hi, Colleen. How are ya? We're making vegetable soup, and I forgot my little green onions. So we're going to get green onions really quick. and then we'll start it up again. How's your weather, Colleen? What's your temperature like? Oh, my neighbor is in here. Green Onions. That was a great song. I'm going to mute for just a minute. All right, we've got him. We've got him now. Let's get out of here.
I can't remember.
You're very nice. I like your outfit too.
Everything it's decade.
Oh, is it? Is it 90s for you? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was born in the 90s. My husband said I'm not a 90s child, though. I should really be a 2000s child because that's when you kind of remember everything. And it's like I was born in 1991.
You're a 90s child. It's good to see you.
You too.
I did, thank you.
All right, you're happy. Yes, you're pushing on you.
I don't have a yes or no question.
Oh, we'll just do that. I'll just never mind. Sometimes
Just never mind.
Just never mind.
All right, well, there we go. Use chip reader. There we go. No, I don't need cash back. There we go.
You need a receipt?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day. Coco. Hi. How's it going? We had to run to the store and get green onions because I spaced them out. I can't see very good here. Let's wait till I get in the car. The sun is shining. Chat. Park any closer, I might be able to get in my car. This woman parked so close to my car, I can barely get in it. Okay. And there's like 100 spots out there. All right. Holy cow. Some people's children. Okay. Let's get this air going again. Green onion, check. That was easy enough. Any Bushka supporter? How's it going? Oh, green light. Green light. Come on. Can we make it? Let's go. Yes. We made 3 points. All right. Go home and get this soup on. Let it cook for, I don't know how long it'll take me to put it together. Probably like an hour or so. for another, like, I let it cook until the carrots are done, and then I turn it off and let it sit and cool off, and then I put it away. I'm glad you're very good. I am pretty good too. Except for I forgot those little green onions, but that's just a little hiccup in the process. Thank goodness I live really close to the grocery store. Both of them. I went for my walks this morning early while it was still shaded from all the trees and nice and cool. We're going camping. We're leaving on Wednesday or something like that. My kid will be here to watch the house. It's hot and humid. Ugh. It's that humidity that gets you. Humidity that gets you. Now let's get back in the kitchen. Hang on. That was a quick little field trip. The dogs think I've been gone forever. What was that noise? Oh, that was me coming in the door. Okay. I left my chat sitting up here. All right. Let's get you guys back on the stand. There we go. Hang on, I gotta plug you in. There we go. Ta-da. Okay. All right, let's clean up these green onions too. Yeah, go sub, everybody. If you haven't subbed to the people that you meet here in this chat, go sub. I think everybody has a wrench that's in here right now. So go for it. Well, you want to go outside? You can go outside. You can't stay out very long though. All right, let's start again. I knocked you over. No concussions, right? No skinned knees. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, let's see if we can get this out of the container. This is my chicken broth that I save for my soups. So let's see if it comes out. It's not quite coming out yet. I have to melt it just a little bit more up on the top. We'll start with this one. We'll start with that one. There, that one came out. You love homemade soups. Awesome. Me too. There's nothing like homemade soup. Just saying. And I do like ham and beans. Chicken soup is my favorite. I can never really... vegetable soup with chicken broth is my favorite. And then my husband takes the chicken that I boil and separate and freeze, and he'll put it in the soup, or I'll put it in the soup if that's what I'm feeling like. Yes, yes. All right. We'll get that. Let's see, maybe this other one will come out. Oh, this other one will come out. Let's open this one and see. Oh yeah. That one came out beautifully. This other one has to soak a little bit. Just a little bit longer. Okay. Where's my spray, my vegetable spray? Okay, now we're going to turn this on like a low temperature just to get it melted down. And I have to sit because of my back. So let's see if I can put the chat somewhere where I can actually see you guys. How's that? There we go. Okay, so we're going to start with the stuff that takes a while. I would like to get the mushrooms in too, just because I do, but we're going to start with the carrots, but I like to peel them. Just peel that first layer off, and I've got a lot of carrots. Lots of carrots. We'll see if I use them all, or I'll use them for mixed vegetables just to cook. So, right, peeler, and I'm gonna peel them here, and then I'm gonna I'll put the peels in like a bowl, and then I use them out in the garden for like composting and things like that. So peels are flying. Peels will be flying on the floor all over the kitchen. What is everybody doing today? When I responded back to you, Coco, I'll email you later, and we'll communicate and stuff like that. Now, if you just want me to kind of fly by the seat of my pants and make you that journal, I'll just kind of do it by imagination. But I do know that you like animals and things like that, so. There's another way to do it without purchasing too much extra stuff. My dog loves whole carrots. I wished mine did, because I would give them more. Frankie does not. Frankie just loves chicken, beef, his little toothbrushes, and he does like chicken broth as well. Now he does eat the carrots that have been cooked in chicken broth. So, I mean, if that counts. But he's picky. He's a Yorkie, so he's picky. Why Yorkies are so bossy and so picky, I'll never know. I should probably put my hair back too. Thinking about that. There we go on that. And we're going to cut off the bottoms of the celery. Oh, so I took a celery stalk and I'm starting my own celery. I took the bottom of it and I put it in water and it's getting some roots. Can you see that? This is only like maybe 10 days of growth or something like that. So I'm trying that out. Y'all should try it. Gotta change the water like every other day though. Yes, that's okay, Terry. You can do whatever you think on the journal. I like animals and hearts and sparkles. All kinds of things. Awesome. Okay, good. Good. Okay. That helps. It helps to know certain stuff like that. So maybe we'll start this one too. Maybe. I'll set it aside. And let's see. I'm gonna take, where's my bowl for that? Clean up the carrot mess. And then we'll get the celery situated. Play music in the background, but I don't know how to get YouTube music playing in the background. I haven't learned that after 3 years of, or almost 3 years of YouTube. Actually, I think it's been pretty darn close to 3 years. All right. There's that. Let's put these over here to get cleaned. And let's spray these guys off and clean these guys off. I can't believe the horrible habanero he got me. I should have gotten one of those when I was over there too, but that's okay. We don't need too much spice in it. Oh, a little bit of cold water stiffened it right up. That's good. We'll clean this guy off too. He did mention that the vegetables were few and far between, so that's probably all he had available. And we're going to peel this as well. Peel it. Peel it. If you watched the ad, if it came up before the live stream, I appreciate that. They don't pay much, but it does help keep the bad trolls out. So I appreciate it if you did that. I mean, you work hard to get monetized, you might as well use it, right? You don't work that hard just to not use your monetization settings. So I appreciate that if you do that. Awesome, thank you. Absolutely, she says. And I don't need a whole lot. I don't need all of this parsley, but this is how they sell it. So I'll clean a little bit of the parsley up. Get my little spray. That's clean. Now I need another bowl. To clean up the celery. There we go. My spray. I love the way fresh celery smells. It smells so clean. Oh, I think this is going to come out too now. Get this chicken broth in here. I freeze the chicken broth. 2 or 3 containers should do it, and if that's not enough, then I just add a little bit of water to it. We've got some parsley, we've got our mushrooms, our hot peppers, and I have cabbage back here. We'll get to that in a little while. I usually put this in like kind of at the last minute, so we'll do that. And I'll put the frozen peas and carrots in a little bit. But I want to get the carrots going because those take the longest. So let's cut these bad boys up. I went from 1,700 watch hours to 930. Can't wait to hit 0. Oh, you know, that's what happens, I think, too, when you start out really strong and fast. And then if things, you know, if people don't watch as much or whatever the case is, I'm not sure. But I've heard so many people say, you know, I'm hemorrhaging watch hours. You know, you've got to do the monetization within a year. Now, I don't know what the rules were when I was getting monetized, but back then, which was like 3 years ago, it probably says 2 on my videos, and I have got a lot. I started out strong too, so that I think that's what took me a year and a half to get monetized. The rules may have been a little bit different back then, but you had to have 100 subs just to go live. And I wasn't planning on really getting monetized, but I just wanted to go live stream doing my DoorDash stuff, and a lot of people weren't doing that at the time. I mean, there were channels that were talking about gig work, but not very many people were doing the live streams doing gig work. So I wanted to do, that's why I wanted just to go live. I wasn't aiming really to get monetized, and then it just started happening, and I enjoyed the live streams, and I enjoyed everybody coming in, and honestly, I don't know what rules changed, because rules did change eventually. So it congratulated my hitting 4,000 watch hours a month ago. So are you able to get monetized or not? I mean, there's 2 levels of monetization. There's 2 levels. And I'm not sure there were 2 levels back when I was getting monetized. So, I was making content, shorts, and doing live streams. And that's kind of what you got to do. Nope. Okay. I'll be back shortly. Okay, Coco. Thank you, Coco. I know there's other people live and stuff right now, too. And I've been supporting all of my other gig workers and my other friends that are trying to get monetized. But you also have to work on yourself, too. You can't just let your channel go. So. And I always like to go live when I'm cutting vegetables and making soup. Just kind of keeps me company. Sometimes I'll go live doing gig work, you know. But sometimes I make... I've heard somebody else tell me this too. I make better money and I'm better focused if I'm not live, but that's why I wanted to go live to begin with, just because I was just wanting company and I thought it would be a cool thing to do while doing the gig apps. But like I said, that was a couple years ago. I originally started dashing just so I could have a little extra money to go see my grandson. That's a whole nother story in itself. We won't get into that. Hi, Jehu. Yes, it's another glorious day. And he still calls me 4T, and I love that. Because for some of you that don't know, my channel was called Terry's Tips, Trips, and Talk. And everybody had a hard time saying that. So I went ahead and I changed it to Terry's Gigs and Crafts, because I started doing live streams crafting. So there's that part of the story. Please believe. You know it. I believe. All right. Some of the carrots are pretty big, so I cut those bad boys in half. Boom. Not all of them, but just some of them. I love lots of carrots in my soup, and I don't think I put enough in there the last time. So I'm going to put more in this time. Let's put these guys in quick. So I have more room here. Okay. Oh, Jehu, the other night you said that you were your family was voting on what you guys were going to have for dinner. You guys voted on Wendy's. Wendy's has fries. I think most everybody here is subbed to Mike's channel, so... Oh, you guys, sub to each other. Even if we can't watch each other's content all the time, at least the subs help, you know? There's some other people that do deserve to be monetized. Dashing Maverick, you know, is one of them. Tornado Garden is working on it. But just to let y'all know, sometimes it is hard to get monetized just based on live streams. I think YouTube wants to see content as well. And I think we all know Bushka. His channel has grown a lot, but he still doesn't have his hours yet, so. Whoa, that one went flying. All right. I'm also going to the doctor on the 1st to see if I need some major back surgery. Mornings are so tough. I can't even hardly walk in the morning until I take my Aleve, over-the-counter Aleve, and put on like 2 pain patches. And then it takes about 30-45 minutes, and then I'm able to kind of move around. So that's going to be interesting. So if I do have to have surgery, I probably might be doing some more live streams just to keep myself company while I'm down. So you guys can go on the recovery walk with me. But hopefully I don't, but I'm just thinking I probably do. So I need to get soups made. I've got some chili. I'll probably get some chili made. Chili is kind of easy. I just open up a bunch of cans. But I'm thinking this time I might get organic beans and soak them and then go from there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. There we go. These thicker pieces, these bigger pieces. Let's see how this looks. All right. Let me get out my spoon. Say that might be enough. That might just be enough. All right. All right, so the next hard part is getting the green beans going. I'm going to set these in here. That's okay there. So I can put my green beans in my strainer. Oh my God, these are terrible. If I would have known that these vegetables that he got was terrible, I would have waited and went and got it all today. They had all fresh stuff today. Let's see. Let's get rid of the bad ones. They have really good green beans today. We'll put those on top. Oh yeah, these look so much better. Never said to anybody else or let them go for you for certain things that you're super picky about. Do that yourself. I appreciated it, but you know what I'm saying. Gotta get my scissors out for this too. My ugly scissors. They've been through the dishwasher, don't worry. They just have paint on them. And when I had to cut open my paints or whatever, but I don't paint anymore. All right, we'll let these drain right here. And, oh, let's get this turnip cut up. Also. Okay, just checking in my chat, make sure it didn't stop. Sometimes it stops. Everybody's just quiet. I guess everybody's quiet. are kind of like potatoes in my eyes. And I mean, I love freaking potatoes. I love fries. But for every pound I gain, it's 5 pounds on my spine. So I'm trying to really watch that. And I had that steroid injection. That did not help matters. So I'm really trying to be careful of that. Don't need too many turnips. Just cut them up. Just cut them up. I was looking at Social Blade and at your YouTube stats. What letter grade did they give you? I think I've got like a D. I don't pay attention to that. I just don't. People is what's important to me. It says 9,000 views in the last 30 days and 24. Oh, my dog. Come on. Did you get hot out there? Did you get hot out there? Don't overheat. Go get a drink. A C grade. A C or a C a C or a C minus. A C grade. I probably have a D. Everybody can look at everybody's grades, I do believe, there if you punch in their channel. But I understand if you're trying to get monetized why you would look at that. But you're almost there. You're almost there. I see people there. Mike. I mean, unless you're getting, you know, thousands, like 1,000 views per video, it doesn't really pay out that much. It's a little bit at a time. Sounds like your report card. It's just a goal to set, that's for sure, you know. It's a good goal to set. All right, should I put these in next? Let's get these green beans going. We'll put them in here. All right. How am I going to do this? I guess I'll just do the same. We'll just put them down here, cut them up and put them in. And it also depends on what kind of genre it is and things like that, you know. Like tutorials and things like that, they make pretty good money. As gig workers, unless you're a Chuck or, you know, some of these others that have thousands of views, which I really don't know who maybe a meaty mama, then you really don't make a whole lot. But I just enjoy making the videos. I enjoy going live. I enjoy meeting all these new people in various places and things like that. So my live stream averages 60 hours a day. Doesn't add to me. Doesn't add to you. 60 watch hours. Yeah, but that can add up. Unless you start hemorrhaging, is what Nina says. Starts hemorrhaging watch hours. And I didn't even notice that when I was doing live streams or whatever. I was just doing my thing, and then all of a sudden I got an email stating that I was really close to monetization and things like that. So I worked on that, and one day it happened. And it's 5 days behind for the hours and pay. And I don't have a whole lot of memberships or gifted memberships or anything like that. A lot of people get a lot of those, so that helps. I'm sure if I had more memberships, I would do more members only content. But I just, I'm just your average girl doing the average thing. And a lot of people that used to come to my channel don't come to my channel that much anymore because they're busy doing their own thing, which is good for them. I am so happy for them. And I have supported them and helped them as well. Hang out in their live streams and things like that. Because I like hanging out too with other people. Doing different things. I did a video on a flip through on my journals that I make just to see how it would do, and so you guys could see what I did a live stream on the pages that I made, and then the cover that I made. So I just wanted everybody to see how it turned out. And I love the journal. I love it. And I have 3. I'm not in it for the stats. It's like, what is it? My live stream is for kitty lovers and my donors. Oh, yeah. Yep. Sorry I haven't donated too much money. I am hemorrhaging money because of my doctor bills. So I can't afford to do that right now. But I did donate in the beginning, and I hope that helped. Even when you have health insurance, the bills are very, very high. Very high. And then if I have to have surgery, ugh, I'll be on a payment plan. I had to get a new car, and I wasn't going to get another used car. So I did that, and that took all my savings. So I make lots of soup, and we don't eat out, and things like that. And for my crafts, I always go to, like, secondhand stores and things like that. And I'm able to get a lot of supplies that way. And I go on Senior Day and Saturday when you get 50% off. Oh, nice. Nice, Mike. That's great. That is fantastic. Thank you to whoever did that. That is great. Mind blown. Yes, people are wonderful. They really are. My sister's dog had passed away back in March or April, and she's just been heartbroken. And this morning she sent me a picture. I can't show it to you right now because it's on the phone that I'm streaming with. But, oh my gosh, it looks just the face of this pup. The pup is 16 weeks old and looks just like her dog that passed away in the face, all the same colors and things like that. And so she's happy this morning. I don't know when she got him. His name is Goose. So cute. Her other dog got bit by some sort of poisonous snake, and she took it to the vet, and all of a sudden, and I think it was the vet's fault, and so does she, all of a sudden, he had other problems that didn't even correlate with the snake bite. So I'm not sure what happened there. And she'll come out, and she'll be coming out to see me because she's got to go to a funeral. That's the problem about getting old. You go to funerals more often, you lose animals, there's just so much loss as you get older. Huh. Getting these green beans going, getting them going. Do I want them smaller? Some of these are all right. All right. Thank you for the 7 thumbs up. I appreciate that. It helps me get out there a little bit. But a lot of people that I know, I think, are live this morning, but sometimes you got to do your own thing. Do. Right. Whoops. I did that backwards. Want to heat up the house, but I got to get this soup made so I can get it in the freezer. I have a little bit left, but it's the hot one that I made. I made a super hot vegetable soup, and it's even too hot for me. So I have to put a little bit of sour cream in it. We lost a lot of rock stars in the last 2 weeks. Yes, we did. I saw that. Oh my gosh. And Metallica was just here at Mile High Stadium in Colorado. I think it was 2 nights, actually. Friday night and Saturday night, or Thursday and Friday. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean... And Mike, I'm sure you've met a lot of them that have passed on. One of my friends posted that we lost one of his friends, and I'm not sure if he was a local racer here, because we used to have local races here in Inglewood, Colorado, and at Bandimere Speedway. So, it's terrible. I'm out of control over here. Let's pop those in and see how that looks. Where's my spoon? It always looks like a lot, but by the time everything cooks down, I'm like, I wished I would have had more of this or more of that vegetable. I've got green beans growing in the garden, so I can't wait for those to come in. We picked a few already because it says that you should pick the first few flowers off. And we had a few green beans out there, so we picked those off and we had 16 green beans a piece once by the time we shared them and I cut them up. We have tomatoes. I have cucumbers out there. I got carrots out there. I've got lettuce out there. Beets are out there. So it'll be nice. Zucchini we have out there. Do you have a garden out there, Mike? Do you have a long enough growing season out there? Mick, Ralph from Bad Company, and Todd. Oh my gosh, really? Oh my gosh. It's terrible. It's just terrible. Anymore nowadays, when people come to Red Rocks, I don't even know who they are. You know, like Stevie Nicks is, gosh, how old is she? She's like 76 or 77. And she doesn't wear her heels anymore. Rick Derringer? Maybe I think I heard about that one. I think I may have heard about him. Is this all this week? Just this week? Or are you just talking in general here, Mike? And by the way, Mike was one of my first and best moderators I had on my channel. So thank you for that too, Mike. I appreciate that. My fellow rock person. I think you did a lot of, were you like a roadie and did a lot of setting up and lights and things and helping the band set up and things like that? This month. Stevie's 77. Okay, that's right. She just turned 77, I think in May. Got a few more in here. All right. Maybe I'll save these and cook those up. All right, what's next? I'm saving these. I might cook these up. Depending on, maybe I gotta cut those suckers in half. They're so long. It'll be hard to store. There we go. Next year I'm going to plant green onion too because I think that would be good. That would be good. Coco is back. Hello, Coco. Welcome back, Coco. All right. Let's cut the celery up. Celery is good to help lower blood pressure and cholesterol. Mainly the cholesterol, I think, is what it's really good for. Celery juice is good to reduce your cholesterol. Along with olive oil, avocado oil, it gives you the good fats to get rid of the good cholesterol to get rid of the bad cholesterol. My cholesterol was off the charts, so trying to be a good person, trying to be a good girl for my health. Healthcare is freaking expensive. Good to know about celery. Bushka supporter, you're back too. Or maybe you've been there and just been quiet. Been quiet. Yeah, that's, if you go to a functional doctor, they'll give you the good truth and not try to put you on a lot of these pharmaceuticals that have a lot of side effects. And besides, prescriptions are expensive too. So gotta take care of ourselves. You might live longer than you think you're gonna. My grandmother, she would have been 101 this year. And her cousin is still alive, and she's 88. She'll be 89 on Halloween. And she's like, now, if I had to give some advice, take care of yourself. You might live longer than you intended. She lives down in Louisiana. Talked to her a couple times. She can't hear or see very good, but she says that she still moves around pretty good. She takes care of her bird and her dogs. And she's like, I didn't think I was going to live to be 88 or 89 years old. Is that loud on your ears? Sorry. If it is, just turn down the volume a little bit. She's right. I'm learning a lot about turning 65 and SSI and Medicare. Yes. So my husband is too. And he'll be turning 65 real shortly here. And he doesn't want to retire because he got a few days off. And he's like, okay, now that I'm done with everything around the house, now what? Because I don't want to retire. He's very active. He can run circles around me. We have his asthma under control. And he needs the benefits, you know, the healthcare benefits and things, and so do I. So if he gets laid off because he's 65, then I lose my healthcare. So, and they want you to be broke ass, dead on your ass before they'll help you. And so I want to take care of myself. So I know what it's like to be on my deathbed. So I want to take care of myself. And I'm fasting right now. I did have some coffee with a little bit of 2% milk and a little bit of chocolate, because I'm a, you know, I like my coffee to taste more like a dessert, because that's the only sugar I get, because I'm totally off sugar and mostly off carbs. I do have a few carbs because it helps keep my attitude in check. Yep, gotta stay strong. I'm just so glad I survived that. Do I want those? Yeah, we'll take those. I think that's my stomach growling. But I haven't eaten anything since yesterday at 6 p.m. So I'm starting to get hungry, but I have vegetable soup that I'll eat, but not until I get this all put together. Get this all put together here. And I think that's my stomach growling. I don't think you guys can hear it, but I sure can. Because Frankie's not sitting over here growling at me or whining for treats. So what are you guys? There's one. Where's Lucy? Lucy, where are you? There you are. Okay. Locating my dogs. So that is my stomach growling. All right. I have a couple more little celeries over here. All right. One more. Ta-da. Celery. Going in the pot. All right, what's next? Shall we put in the next hardest thing to cut up is we're going to use the rest of this garlic. I might be able to use this in my journals somehow. That's why they call them junk journals. You use all like leftover stuff. You make stuff from boxes and magazines and things like that. So we'll see. Maybe I could use that. All right, let's cut this guy up. Oh, that one doesn't work for that. This one does, though. This one works really good. Sort of. Urgh. What else is everybody doing besides hanging out here with me? If you're still hanging out, what else are you going to do today, tomorrow? What chores are unfinished? Oh, you guys, I was in this mansion the other day. I did I've done some multi-million-dollar physicals for life insurance before. But the other day I did a $49.9 million policy. And I was in this house. And you would never know if you saw these people out on the street that they were multi-gazillionaires. And the house was, it was kind of like the Munsters. Buddy has been outside enjoying the sun for 2 hours now. I'm gonna go join him when soup's on. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice at 70 some degrees. I hope it stays that cool for you. I'm going to vacuum, but the air conditioning has to come on first. I have my air conditioner. I have my temperature set in the house for, right now I have it set for 72, which is pretty high. Hot for me inside, but I don't want it to run constantly to try to keep it cool. I might turn it down to 71 for a little bit because I've got the stove running, but we'll see. I can't even vacuum. I mean, I can, but by the time I'm done vacuuming, I freaking, my back hurts so bad, which is why I have to sit down doing everything. Told my husband if we were to go to the zoo or go to the, go do anything that requires a lot of walking, I would have to be in a wheelchair. He goes, what about a walker? And I'm like, no, a wheelchair. He's like, no, sir. And I'm like, really? Have you not seen me walk through the grocery store with a cart? I don't want to sweat when vacuuming. No, I don't like sweating as it is, but I just don't like being hot at all. I used to be able to endure heat, but not anymore. When I had sepsis and I was in the hospital, they actually had to bring in an industrial size fan, and my room temperature was at about 55 degrees, and the nurses had to come in and they had to wear their little coats just to come in and draw my blood and turn me over and change all my bandages and all that. So I do not like the heat. Do not like the heat at all. Which is why I'm not out on the boat today. Let my friends go. They're like family. Anyways, these friends of ours, they're like family. And the kids have never fished off of a boat. I'm sure they fish, but they haven't been on a boat before, so they'll have a good time. It's a guy trip. It's a guy trip. I've been also binge watching Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. I love that show. Could you imagine back then when it got hot? Holy cow. No way. I think about that and I'm like, look at the clothes that they would wear. Whew. No wonder people didn't live very long back then. Wonder how I'm going to do this. Am I going to chop it up? Am I going to use my little cheese grater? Do I have a garlic press? I can't remember. I'll have to see if I got a garlic press. Anybody else watch Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman? Or have you watched it before? I'm going back and binge watching some of the shows that I never watched because I was busy working or whatever, back in the day. All right. Thanks for hanging out, Mike. It was great chatting with you. Take care. Take care. Enjoy. I really appreciate you coming in. I did a long time ago. Did you? I loved that. Where'd that guy come from? I love that show. I was looking for it one night to watch on YouTube because it's on Netflix with commercials, or else you have to purchase it. But there was a episode that was skipped way ahead, and I think it was like, gosh, I don't know, season 8 or something like that, where Sully and her and Mike, Michaela, Dr. Quinn, got married, and they have a kid and everything. I was like, wow, cool. I knew that's going to happen. But I still got to watch all the rest of it and catch up and watch what happens in between. It is a nice, wholesome show. I mean, life doesn't always end that spectacular, but I'm glad for shows like that. There's some violence in it and things like that, but that's the way that the Wild Wild West was. And you know, it was based in Colorado Springs, and they talk about Denver a lot and things like that. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Yes, Coco says yes. I would vacuum after the sun goes down, Coco. That's when I do vacuum. Let's see, this one doesn't look very good. Let's pick the pieces out that are good. That one's good. That one's not good. That one's not good. There we go. Just might. Yeah, I mean, like I either got to do that stuff first thing in the morning, during the summertime, or later at night after the sun goes down. Like we've been walking the dogs too, either first thing in the morning or after the sun goes down. Just because it's so stinking hot. And it's not fair to the dogs either, you know, to be out that long in the heat. And yet Frankie was just outside and the back porch is really hot. But he lets me know when he's ready to come in. He's in laying on my bed right now. Lucy, on the other hand, she's always cold. So she likes to go out to warm up. But now the fireworks have started. And every now and then she hears a pop of fireworks, and then she doesn't want to go outside at all. So that's why my kid's gonna come over and watch the house while we're in the mountains. Right now he's camping. He's doing his camping right now. And then we'll do ours, and he'll come over, and he can stay inside here, but he likes his van. He likes his little conversion van. It's not really a conversion van, but I call it a conversion van because he converted it. It's just a big white commercial van that he put solar panels on, and he's got a sink and a bed and solar and generator and all that, because in August he's going to go across the country, making me nervous. Hey Mike, how's it going? How is it going, my friend? Sorry I haven't been over later. I've just been really busy trying to get work done. A lot of napping as well. And besides, you're 2 hours difference than me. 2-hour difference. Are you going to hang out for a while, Mike? Worked earlier and hanging out with Lucy. Nice. What's the temperature down there? Is it just hot? You just call it hot? Hot, hot, hot. Hanging out with Lucy. My Lucy is not happy lately, hearing all these fireworks going off. So at nighttime, she really doesn't want to go outside, but she got to go outside. All right, let's see what kind of thing I got, contraption I got for my garlic. I don't know if I have a garlic press. Pizza cutter. A rolling pin. More knives. A nutcracker. Cracking some nuts. Ice cream scoop. Let's see what we got in here. My messy drawer. Wine opener, spoons, knives, temperature gauge. I think I have another, what's this? Oh, look at this. Little mini tongs. Those are cute. So I'm gonna have to use my my cheese grater thing. I guess that's one thing I need to get is a garlic press. Let's see if I can do this without grating my fingers up. 87, partly cloudy. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad. Let me see and make sure I didn't. Okay, I got everything. My chat moves pretty slow, so I think I can keep up pretty good. And what I can't get, I'll cut up. Also, we'll do it like this. I don't mind the garlic chunks in the soup, but I think I'm going to try it like this time. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Appreciate it. I'm not out doing gig work or anything, but nothing super exciting, but just making soup. Hang on a second. I need a paper towel. There we go. Great job with the garlic. Oh, the puns. I love the puns. That's great. No pun intended. I love the smell of garlic too. Raw and cooked. So good. I know, right, Coco? in there. I'll put in the leftovers in the soup, but we'll just grade this up. I really need a garlic press. I probably have one. It's probably out in my RV. Why it would be out there, I don't know, but I should probably check that out. We're starting to load stuff up for the trip, too. In the RV. Do I have all the skin off of that one? Nope. There's still skin on this one. What other subject should we cover? All I know is I'm getting hungry. I might have to heat up some soup and munch up on some soup. The only vegetable soup I have left is my super hot soup that I had put purple cabbage in, and it turned my soup purple. My husband's not too hip on that when I do it like that. How many garlics did I need for this? I did three small whole garlic things. I'm going to put up most of that in. And you'd be surprised. You don't really, I mean, it doesn't taste super garlicky. It just makes it more healthy. But they're super small. They were super small ones. But like I put probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like 19 little of these. Because they're small. And I got a big pot. And it makes oh gosh, I think it makes about 16 to 20 servings per person. So when I go to freeze it, we put it out in the big freezer, of course, because there's not enough room. And I have all different kinds of sizes that I use of containers. And every now and then I have to go and buy containers because sometimes the lids crack or whatever. Oh, you know what? I'm glad that you said something because I do want to put back some of this. Maybe I'll use these, my little leftovers. For my sauteed mushrooms. Yeah, that would be good with my sauteed mushrooms. And I love to saute just garlic, avocado oil or olive oil, but it's better to use avocado oil because of the heat point, and butter and Worcestershire sauce, and cook the garlic down. I love that. It tastes so good. It's sticky too. So good. Hey, Coco, did you see that portrait that Trending did of me? And I didn't even make that live stream. I was unable to make it because I was working. But, oh my gosh, that was so nice. I'm so glad she tagged me so that I could see it. And she even made my hair brown and not gray or silver. It was great. So talented. So talented. Thank you. Yes, it's very, very, she's so talented. It's awesome. Let's see, I need a little something to put my little leftovers in because I'm going to use this for my mushrooms. And I might even, let's see, what else do I got in here? Might take a little bit out and put it in here. That's perfect. She's very talented. Very, very talented. We'll do that. And I'll put a little bit back. Did it make it in there? That'll be enough for my mushrooms. All right. Now my fingers are all sticky. Hang on. God, that smells so good. All right, let's get this mess cleaned up. Get this mess cleaned up. Oh, and I should put gloves on to do my peppers. So let's get some gloves out. And I think I'm going to leave my mushrooms. They're starting to turn brown because I need to put them in there pretty fast. I think I might saute these and get out my other ones. I'm going to get out my other ones. Don't touch your eyes. Oh, no. No, no, no. That's why I'm going to wear gloves. But I want to get out my other mushrooms. Do I want those? Or do I want these? These I have to cut. These are whole. Let me see. I've got two different kinds. The baby bellas. How do these look? These look okay. All right, let's clean those up. I'm going to saute down the other ones. I'm gonna saute down those other mushrooms with that. I gotta wear gloves for these. And we have the onions. These are easy. I like to do all the hard stuff first. Might put hot peppers. No green pepper though. I don't like cooked green peppers, but I don't mind the red ones, the yellow ones, the orange ones cooked. But for some reason, I do not like cooked green peppers. No. I had a bad experience with them when I was younger, and they just have a way different taste than the other ones. I'm not crazy about green peppers either. I like the orange and yellow and banana peppers. Yes. Oh, and I like the hot banana peppers in a salad. I really like those in a salad. The hot banana peppers. The pepper rings in a salad. Do you like salad, Mike? I love salad. The more stuff in it, the better. Salad is my 10th middle name. That's funny. My friend is going to take me. She takes me out. So this gal that takes me out to lunch once a month, I've made her a journal. And I've made her some other crafts and things like that. So she trades me lunch for the crafts. But her and I grew up together. I was like in 2nd grade and she was like in 3rd grade when we met. And we went to middle school and everything, in high school together and all that. And we're going to go out to a lunch to a buffet place. Some sort of buffet place. And I'm going to make the biggest freaking salad there. I also like a Mongolian grill thing where you can get all your fixins, put it on a plate, and you take it up, and then they cook it on their flat grill thing right in front of you. Holy cow, that's so good. Mongolian food like that. Ooh, that's so good. Oh yes, and congratulations on your sub count. How are you doing hour-wise? Are you doing good there too, Mike? If you're still here. He's very good at doing his gig work on his bike. Once I get these cut up, I'm going to rinse them off again. This is the protein that's going in there. You know, here in Colorado, now they have, you know how they have CBD gummies? Now they have gummies, mushroom gummies. We'll fill this up. That's kind of my measuring device. Picking out the good ones. I'm not much for raw mushrooms either, but I love them cooked. We have, every now and then when it gets humid around here, we have mushrooms that grow out in the front yard. And my stepdad used to have my mom go out and pick them because they're like just your regular white mushrooms or whatever. And she would cook them up for him. You know, and how would the Indians and stuff know what plants are good to eat and which ones weren't? That's what amazes me about pioneer days. Okay, this is full. I think that's all I'm going to use for that. Let's rinse it. Oh, here's a good one. Let's clean this one out. Chop this one up, and then I'm going to rinse them off again. Check this out. We'll let those drain for a minute. I'm going to stir this. Turn it up a little bit. I'll show you guys the soup when I'm done getting it put together. It's mostly vegetable. Not a whole lot of juice because I can add a little bit of water to the containers when I'm done. If I had a bigger pot, I would be making more. Okay, next, let's get this guy cleaned off. We'll do the tomatoes. All right, let's put the mushrooms in. There we go. Got our tomatoes. Let me clean those off too. Oh, I got those nice and clean. That's good. All right. We'll do those. I can put in my frozen stuff too. Let's do that. Mushrooms over there. All right, what's next? Some green onion. Let's get these guys in. I'm not much for putting the whole thing in. So we're just going to put these little parts in. I cleaned them off already. Let's strip them down a little bit. I got to check this text message too. That came in on my other phone. All right. I gotta check this other text message. Hang on just a minute. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. There we go. My gosh, sometimes the phone puts in words that you don't want to put in. Okay. Some more onion. And if I get quiet, it's just because nobody's here and I'm not going to talk to myself. So if people come back in, I will chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep chopping. The onions that were in my garden turned out pretty good, and they just came up from last year. They just happened to be in the compost or whatever and grew out of nowhere. And I used that in a recipe. I'm not sure which one, but I used it. The onion in. We'll turn on the mushrooms. I think I'm going to peel these guys too. I'm starting the mushrooms sauteing. You can hear them in the background. I need to get the butter. Just turn them down. Turn those down. garlic in. That's not the big lid. Where's that big lid? That's not my big lid either. Where is the... There it is. This is my big lid. Put these guys in. We still have the peppers, the parsley, and the cabbage. Peppers, parsley, and cabbage to put in. That's what we have so far. This. There we go. Is that good? Can you see it? There we go. Got to glove up the habanero and the jalapeno. These handles come off, and it doesn't, they come off and on, so if I want to stir I have to put the handle on. Put some pepper in the soup. I don't put a whole lot because it falls to the bottom. And some pink Himalayan salt. I don't want to put too much salt in it too. That way he can put in however much he wants in his bowl. Alright. I gotta put on the gloves to cut up my peppers. Well, I vacuumed the living room, my office, the dining room, and the kitchen rugs. Now I'm on break. Nice. At least it's done. Got that done. Trying to get these gloves on when your hands are semi-wet is a chore. All right. habanero. I take the seeds out because the seeds is what's hot. You don't need much of a habanero. And I cut them up pretty small. I try to anyways. And I have a jalapeno. Thanks for taking your break with me, Coco. Right now for the jalapeno, we'll cut that up and I'll put that in. I'm just going to leave the camera over the soup. Sometimes the jalapenos are really hot and sometimes they're not, so I wonder what we'll get this time. I got a cucumber the other day that was really bitter and tasted like chemicals. I had to throw it out. Sorry if I'm quiet, but I think there's only like one person here, so don't have much to say unless the chat is chatting with me. I think there's a lot of people live today also, so everybody trying to get those hours, and I have mine, so they try to go and support those that don't have it, which is completely understandable. Kind of afraid to put the rest of that one in. Let me stir this up. I still have tomatoes to put in here. Yum. Let's turn these up just a tidbit. The mushrooms cook way down. I might put just a little bit of jalapeno in here, I don't want to waste them. And then I'll put the rest in the soup. All right, tomatoes next. Are the tomatoes. The cabbage goes in very last. And it's a full pot. It's getting pretty full. Hi, California. Hey, Ford. California Ford 44. How's it going? Thanks for popping in. I'm making some vegetable soup for the soul. And I'm doing the tomatoes right now. I just put the jalapenos in and put in the habanero. Got carrots and celery and garlic and green beans and corn and peas. I'm catching up listening to one of your podcasts. Nice. Nice. What podcast is it? My son is going to spend the day with his friends at church, and I am happy. Nice. It's nice to get a break sometimes, you know. I know what it's like. I remember when my kids were little, teenagers and things like that. It's like you need a break sometimes. And then when they grow up and they're gone, you miss them. Miss them a lot. I listen to a NASCAR fishing and inspiration meditation. Nice. Fishing. I like fishing. If I would have gone out fishing today, I would have done a fishing live stream. But it was going to be too hot. And I got things I got to get done before our trip. So my husband and his friend and their kids, they all went out. And they're having a good time. And they don't get to go fishing that much, so I can go anytime with my husband. So they're out fishing. Looks like the clouds are coming in. I trust I won't miss him when he's grown. He already told me that he's going to live with me until Jesus comes. If I had a big enough house, I would let my kids live with me, I suppose, but they couldn't bug me and I wouldn't cook for them. And they'd have to pay me to live there, to live with me. You want to live here? You pay half the rent, or at least your portion. My kids moved out when they were 18. I don't think they could handle me anymore. I was pretty strict. You know, normal strict. Do your chores, you know, pay your bills, you know, clean up after yourself, you know, that kind of stuff. That's really hard for them. All right, let's turn this down again. Oh, those are cooking down nice. All right, so now I'm going to... Oh, I think they're home. talking? Just normal stuff like that. He can pay me by buying groceries. And my son is not 18. No, I'm talking when they do turn 18. I'm just talking when they do turn 18. So I'm going to put in a little bit of red wine vinaigrette in it. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. And a little bit of olive oil. And now I need the Worcestershire sauce for my mushrooms. You have to be strict with your kids so that they won't be lazy and rely on you and the government to take care of them, because hard work pays off. You know it. Yeah, both of my boys work really hard, and my stepdaughter, she works really hard. I helped him out in certain little aspects, but like my younger son, I did loan him money, but he paid me back. He made monthly installments and paid me back. So he was good about that. And then I was able to loan it to him again if he needs it. And then there was, I gave everybody $4,000, put $4,000 in an account, and to start them off, and that's all the financial help I gave them. I told my son, as soon as you turn 18 and get a job, you pay your phone. Man, he acts like responsibility is a bad word. Oh, right? Oh my gosh. All right. Looking for that spoon. There it is. Now we've got all the colors. We've got green, red, orange, yellow, mushrooms. We've got some white in there. No purple though. No purple cabbage this time around. I have to put my parsley in. I still have to put my bay leaves in. Put a couple bay leaves in. Some white pepper. You know what? I'm gonna hang tight on the white pepper. I gotta wait to see how hot it's gonna be with that jalapeno in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of parsley in there. I told him, pay for your phone bill each month, and he threw a hissy fit. And so I joined him in the hissy fit. Oh, I'm telling you. When my oldest boy turned 18, I told him, you know, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And I said, you really need to get your room cleaned up, and you need to, you know, this and that and the other thing. I don't remember exactly what it was. That was almost 20 years ago. But when he got all pissy with me, and I'm like, he said something to me. I'm sure that I said, well, if you don't like it, leave. Well, he packed up 3 backpacks of whatever he could get, mostly clothes and his, you know, whatever personal belongings he could fit in those backpacks. And he traipsed his ass right up to my mom's house. And my mom gave him a free ride. And for a while. And then, you know, of course, she needed manly stuff done around the house. So, you know, he would mow. Oh, he wanted to help her do all the chores, but didn't want to do his own responsibilities. and thought Grandma would pay his way. And yeah, he did get a little bit of a free ride, but you know, that was a long time ago. And then that ended, and he had to actually start helping pay for stuff, you know. And then when he had to do that, he went and got his own apartment. And then he got a dog. And then guess who ended up with the dog? I did. 2 of his dogs. So now he's much older now, and he's got his own kid. And proving a point that being adult responsibility causes no adults is responsibility, because nobody retires from a free handout, and I don't do free rides, so he already knows. Good. Now that these are all going really good, we'll turn them down. We'll let them just kind of sit in there and saute. Let me see how close they are. Those cooked down really fast. Super fast. Let me put the rest of them in. Oh, while you're still here, let me show you what I started. This celery from a celery stalk. It's growing really fast. As soon as it gets enough roots on it, I'm going to put it in dirt. I've never done that before, so I thought I'd try that. I told my son, as soon as you retire, me and Amtrak are going to have a beautiful relationship, because I'll be taking a day trip. That's great. Day trips are awesome. They are awesome. The only thing I have left to put in the soup is cabbage, but I won't put that in until like much later in the game. Much later in the game. Because it cooks down really good, really fast. So, and then when it's done, then I turn it off and let it cool down, and I will be packaging it up tonight. Then it goes in the refrigerator for overnight in both refrigerators, and then I put it in the freezer. Boom. Let's stir this up again. Yeah, so as soon as the green beans are done and the carrots are done, that's when I put in the cabbage. Let me get a little something to try this. Juices. It'll give me an idea. There we go. Hello, Miss Fran. Guess what I'm making? Again, vegetable soup for the soul. Thanks for popping in, girly. Congratulations, Fran. Fran or dinner. Miss Francis. And I'm sauteing mushrooms. I just put in a few more in here. And when these are just about done and they're cooled off a little bit, I'll add a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. But I learned if you cook stuff with olive oil, it doesn't have a good heating point. So avocado oil is better to use when cooking stuff like this. How is your day going, Miss Fran? How are you doing? Thanks for popping in and watching my video yesterday. I appreciate that so much. Much love to you. I just woke up fully now. You need a pot of coffee, huh? You need a pot of coffee after your wine last night. Man, I take 2 sips of wine and I'm like looped. I get all loopy. I don't drink alcohol anymore. I used to be able to drink it pretty good. I just don't drink alcohol much anymore. And champagne goes right to my head. Caleb woke me up earlier, but I was so tired I had to go back to sleep. Nice. Yes, veggie soup. Veggie soup. Should we take a little closer look at it? Look at that. So good. And then mushrooms as my protein in it. And then my mushrooms here. Yummy. How was my day? It's pretty good. I made 2 trips to the store to finish getting all my vegetables because I forgot. I wanted more carrots and I wanted more green beans and I forgot my my onion. So I had to go back and get a little bit of onion. So we took a little trip to the grocery store to get onion. Oh my gosh, and these mushrooms are so good. I've already tried one. Let that cook down some more. How is your day going so far? You need to go back to making bulk soups. Yes, it really is. And if you have a decent sized freezer, it's really handy. So I don't have to worry about making my husband like lunch or anything like that. I can be like, go get a soup. Go get some chili. Go get some ham and bean. You know, things like that. It takes a long time to get it done, but it saves time in the long run. That is for sure. Oh, and this is my little handle. Here, maybe we'll turn it a little bit. And my broth, I started with my chicken stock from when I boil my chickens. Isn't that cute? They're all different. All of my handles are different on the in the kitchen. I should have got some more garlic too, because I like to work with a lot of garlic. Oh yeah. This is boiling, so I can turn it down just a little bit. The only thing I haven't put in here yet is the cabbage. I love vegetables, especially cooked. You might get to see your niece again tomorrow. My sister has to come down to Phoenix now every 2 weeks because of her pregnancy. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. That is so good. You love veggies too? Oh, I do. I love them. Oh yeah, that is so good. I have that's not one. What do we have down in here? Nope, that's ham and beans. That's fruit. That's fish. Oh, that's some chicken broth right there. Ham and beans. More ham and beans. Beef broth. I think all my what's that? Oh, that's fish. That's fish. See, every now and then you gotta go to the deepest dark depths of the freezer. See what you got left. This is my inside freezer. So I'm glad I'm making more veggie soup. So my mom has to watch Hazel, who's your niece, while she goes to the doctor with her husband. Oh, nice. That way you get a little bit of chance. Nice. Very good. All right. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. I gotta go out to the big freezer. Just give me 2 minutes. All right, I'm back. My sister doesn't like to hang now that she's pregnant, so I go when she isn't there. I don't want to piss off a pregnant lady. Exactly correct. Correctamundo. And especially a pregnant lady in 100-degree plus temperatures. All right. You guys want to go out and see the garden really quick? There's only a couple of you here. And go out to the garden. See what it looks like. I'll show it to you. Turn this down. That's turned down. I should put the lid on that really quick. Yes, garden. All right, let's go. All right, come on, Frankie. All right, so let me, hold on, I can't see to turn this around. All right. Turn this around. Here's our beets, and we have small ones and bigger ones. So we planted them like a couple weeks in between, so that when we harvest some, there's still some growing. And then we have little cucumbers that are starting to come in now. See, look at that, little cucumbers coming in. What do we have down here? Oh, yep, we got a few coming in. I got to read up on gardening a little bit more because I think some of these flowers that come in need to be taken off. Our zucchini, we took off some of those. Some of the male flowers you're supposed to cut off because the female flowers are the only ones that produce veggies. And then I don't think that those guys are going to take off, but we have a few carrots that popped up by accident, and some more little carrots that I don't, or cucumber that I don't think will pop up. We'll see. There's flour on it, but I don't think we're going to get much off of those. And then we have green zucchini that's starting to come up. I can smell somebody's barbecue. Yum. Let's go out here. So there's our green beans. Oh, we got some green beans going on there. My lettuce. The carrots, a little bit of carrots. And this chive comes back every year. We got the corn, which is pretty tall. It's about 3 feet tall now. So it's coming in. And the tomatoes, we always have an abundance of tomatoes. I probably should top the tomatoes off and stuff. Sometimes you gotta prune them, you know, and I always don't like doing that because I think it's bad, but it actually helps the fruit come in. Oh, look at, we've got some tomatoes coming in there. Those must have gotten topped and pruned. I might do that here too. Top those guys. And then we have some more cucumbers down here. They're not coming in. Oh, they're coming in okay. There's a tomato plant that went rogue, so we're just leaving it. A tomato probably was in the ground or something. And some more tomato plants. Some of them are red, some of them are the yellow ones, and some of them are bigger ones. So we got those. It's not a very big garden. The marigold, the one marigold that came up from seed. I'm more excited for the green beans. Let's go in here and check out the green beans. Got this little gate. The carrots, they're little still. Got a green bean going there. We got a few coming in there. Some there. They're pretty good size. Pretty good size green bean. Oh, everything would fry. Yes, everything would fry out there. You could probably do a greenhouse maybe. I don't know, but I know everything would be... Oh, they're starting to flower up again. That's good. We got a few green beans coming in. Eventually, by the end of the summer, this whole thing is filled up with green beans. He planted quite a bit of corn. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 corns. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we have 8 tomato plants. We'll have an abundance of tomatoes because there's a tomato plant up here on the porch next to that elephant up here. So it's pretty small. It's a lot of work having a garden. And he works really hard at it for us. Yeah, a greenhouse would probably definitely work. But then you got to be able to stand the heat going in the greenhouse, you know? And we've thought about like trying a greenhouse situation, but oh look at my little squirrel. What are you doing up there? What are you doing? What are you doing? What you doing? Hi. It's okay. It's okay. What you doing? Are you gonna run away? What are you doing? Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing there? Uh, little squirrels. I have a lot of them. That's one of the babies that's grown up. She's super skinny. And I think my little monkey squirrel has come back, and I feed her. She'll come right up to me for peanuts. So this was her cage that I raised her in, and I don't get rid of it, which I probably should, but I don't get rid of it simply because Caleb was watching the squirrel. Hi, Caleb. Hi, buddy. I don't get rid of it because it just in case we have an incident, we have a cage for a little squirrel. Here's our other tomato plant. This one's getting really big. Let's see. This one's getting really big. Lots of flowers on that. Good deal. Let's top it. Get rid of that. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. There's can you see the little squirrel houses up there? My husband made them and climbed up there and put them up there. We have 2 here and 4 in the front. All right. This tree right here used to have you can see where the branch was right there. We had to fill it because mushrooms were growing out of that hole. But this branch used to come out, and we used to have a swing on that when I was a kid. All right, let's go back in. It's hot. It's cool for you, Fran. Come on, Frankie. Come on, Doodah. He's like, he doesn't want to come in. Come on. You don't want to come in? Come on. You want to go in? No? You don't want to come in? You don't want to come in, Frankie? Say hi. Say hi. You gonna hang out? You gonna hang out for a little bit? Fran says, Frankie. Frankfurter. Hi, Buddha. Hi, little baby. Yeah, he's a cutie. He's a cootie patootie. All right. He's going to hang out. I just don't like him to get overheated, you know? Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. All right. Turn down my soup. Hang on. Gotta put you back in the holder. There we go. I think I'm about ready to go. Okay, be right back. Caleb needs my help real quick. All right. I might let y'all go anyways. My battery on my other phone is starting to give, so. That soup's going to be really good. So good. Let's give it a quick stir. I turned it way down. It doesn't take very long once it works up the boil. Check a green bean. See how done things are getting. Check my mushies. Well, those are good too. Those were good and done. I'll turn these down on low. All right, everybody. Who's in the chat? Who's still left in the chat here? Just me and Fran. Well, I appreciate everybody coming in today a lot. Let's see. Let me go through everybody really quick. I'm going to get ready to let y'all go here in just a sec, Fran. So I want to thank Fran and Caleb for coming, and California Ford for coming, and Coco for coming, Mike the Dasher for coming, and Mike with the kitties for coming, Colleen for coming in, and let's see. Just don't want to forget y'all. Bravada Mike. That's it. Bravada Mike was here. Jehu was here for a few minutes. So I really appreciate everybody for coming in and watching my craft video. And well, that's about it. So I love y'all, and you have a great day too, Miss Fran, and congratulations. So proud of you. It's quite the accomplishment, isn't it? When we get there, it's quite the accomplishment. So I'm very happy for you. And thank you for being a member on my channel as well. I really do appreciate that. Yes, a huge relief. Yes. All right. Well, let me turn you over here for a sec. Y'all have a great day. Love ya. Peace out. Bye.